everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Rachna from Crafting Moments. I hope you are doing so great. So in today's tutorial I'm gonna show you how to make pop-up cube card. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So here you can see a cube. This cube is 3 inches in size. So here you can see how nicely it pops out. So the idea of making this cube I have got from one of the foreign crafter. So I would mention the link of her video in the description box. So if you want, you can check her video too. So in my tutorial I have tried to explain everything in detail so that you can make a cube of any other size as well, and that too very easily. So yeah, let's start making this. So first we will see how to figure out the size of cardstock which is required for making any particular size of cube. So for the length of cardstock, here you can see length of cardstock. So whatever will be your required size, you just need to multiply it by 4, and at last you need to add half an inch to that calculation. So in our case, our required cube size is 3 inches. So we just need to multiply 3 by 4 plus half inch. So it will give us 4 3s are 12 plus 1.5, that means 12.5 inches. So in this way we will get the length of cardstock, and for getting the breadth of cardstock we just need to multiply our required cube size by 2. So as our required cube size is 3, so we just need to multiply it by 2 and it will give us 6 inches. So in this way, for making 3 inches pop-up cube we need a cardstock of size 12.5 inches by 6 inches. So it is very easy to figure out the size of cardstock for any particular cube size whatever you want to make. So in this way you can easily find it out. So I have already cut my required size of cardstock. So here you can see this is 12.5 by 6 inches. Now let's come to the scoring part. So first we will see how to score this longer side. So by keeping this longer side here, we just need to score after every required cube size. Okay, so in our case our required cube size is 3 inches. So after every 3 inches we just need to score on the longer side here. So the first scoring line will be at 3 inches. The next 3 inches will be at 6 inches. Next 3 inches will be at 9 inches, and the last one will be at 12 inches. So in this way we will get this 3 inches size rectangles here. Okay, and we are left with this half an inch for the pasting purpose. So this is the scoring on the longer side. Now keeping the shorter side here, we will see how to score here. So here on this shorter side we need to make only 2 scoring lines. So the first scoring line will be at half of our required cube size. Okay, so in our case required cube size is 3 inches, so half of 3 will be 1.5 inches. So the first scoring line will be at 1.5 inches like this, and the second scoring line will be equal to the required cube size. So in our case required cube size is 3 inches. So after this point we just need to score at 3 inches. So as this is 1.5, so if we add 3 to this, so the next scoring line will be at 4.5 inches. So this scoring will divide the shorter side into 3 parts. This is half of our required cube size, the middle one is equal to our required cube size, and this last one also half of our required cube size. Okay, so this is 1.5 inches, this is 3 inches, and this is 1.5 inches. So in this way our scoring is done. Here you can see. Now here there are 4 rectangles here, you can see. So each rectangle is in size 3 by 1.5 inches. So we just need to mark the center of all the rectangles here on both the sides. So as this is 3 inches, so we just need to mark the center of it. So the point will be at 1.5 inch. So let me just take my pencil. So the middle center point will be at 1.5 inch. In this rectangle it is between 3 and 6, so the middle center point will be 4.5. Here the next mark will be at 7.5 and here 10.5. The same marking we just need to do here as well. So as this is half inch part, so we will just fold it like this and place it like this. So the marking will be same, first 1.5, then 4.5, then 7.5, and the last one is at 10.5. So in this way we have just got all the center points of all the rectangles. Now the next process is we just need to join this center point to these two corners of our rectangle. So let me just show you. So we will just put our scale like this and we'll mark here like this. We'll join these 2 points like this. So in this way we will get a triangular shape here. So we need to make this shape in all other rectangles as well. So let me just show you after completing this. So here you can see I have made triangles in all the rectangles here and here. So now here in one single rectangle you can see there are 3 triangles, 1, 2 and this one third. So this is the bigger one and these two are the smaller ones. So now we just need to cut the smaller triangles. Okay, but let me just show you what all triangles we need to cut here. So first we will see this 2 bigger rectangular part. So here we just need to cut both the triangles like this. Same here as well. Okay, and now talking about this second and fourth one, so we just need to cut this second triangle only like this. So we just need to cut all these triangles, and this is our half inch part. I have kept it here. Okay, so let me just show you how to cut this. So we need to cut these 2 triangles first. So I'm just cutting here and we need to cut out this triangle. So let me just cut it from here and we will just take it out. So this is done. Now we need to cut these 2 triangles, so we will cut it like this. Fine. Now this one, this single, so we will cut it from here and we'll take out this triangle from here like this, and this one. So from here we need to cut this half inch part as well, so I will just cut it from here. Okay, so the same cutting you just need to make here as well on the upper part. So let me just show you after cutting this. So after cutting this, our paper will look like this. Okay, we are left with this part of half inch size. So now here you can see our triangles, small triangles. So we just need to score this lines which I have marked with the pencil. So we just need to score all these lines like this here as well. So there are total 4 lines, so we need to score this. After that you can just rub it with your eraser like this. So now the next step is to fold it along all the scored lines and burnish it well. So we will just fold it and burnish it with the help of bone folder. So here we are done with our burnishing as well. Now the next process is to make hooks for attaching the rubber bands. So here in cube you can see a rubber band inside. So I have just inserted this rubber band onto the hooks. So let me just show you how to make the hooks. So for making hook, we need a piece of cardstock measures 1¼ inches by 2 inches. So this is 2 inches and this is 1¼ inches. So we just need to put our 2 inside here and need to score after every ½ inch. So this is first scoring will be at ½ inch, then 1 inch and then 1½ inches. So this way we need to do scoring here. And now let's just fold it along the burnished line like this. First fold it from the middle and then in zigzag manner we need to fold it. So our this piece will look like this. Okay, now we need to make slits here. This is our cardstock. We need to make slits here by passing through the center. So we will just cut it from the center like this, and then above the center here towards this folding part we just need to make another cut, and then we will just cut it off. You can also use detail knife as well. I will just roughly cut it. So in the same way repeat the process on another side as well and just cut it off. So in this way you will get 2 hooks. You need to make 2 hooks like this. Now so this is your opening part of the hook. So you just need to put this opening part onto the scored line like this. So one hook you need to place here onto the first scoring line. This was our second and this was our third scoring line. So we need to leave this and put our second hook onto the third scoring line like this. Okay, so we just need to put these 2 legs close to each other onto this scoring line. So let me just put a glue over here. Spread it well with the help of finger and then just place it here in the middle of this. Okay, so in this way we will paste this as well. And just place it onto the third scored line like this. So this way we will just add our hooks for the rubber band. So now the next process is, here you can see rectangular tabs 1, 2, here 3 and 4. We just need to apply glue here and we'll need to paste it like this. So let me just show you how to paste it. So just apply glue, spread it with the help of finger, and you just need to paste it inside this bigger triangle like this. Burnish it well. So in this way you will get something like this. Same here, you just need to paste it like this. So repeat the same process for here as well. So let me just show you after pasting this. So here after pasting this triangle it will look like this. Now This we just need to push it inside like this and then burnish it well like this. So we'll repeat this process for all the triangles here. So now we will insert here our rubber bands inside the hooks. So you can take rubber band like this. This is the longer one, but if you don't have longer rubber band, then you can just take this two small rubber bands as well. Okay, and what you can do, you can just insert it like this, and just make a loop here. So in this way you can just join two rubber bands to make one longer one. So now we will just put this rubber band inside the hook. So here we will just place it inside like this. Here you can see I have just inserted the rubber band into the hook. See, and this one will go here. See, so this way I have just inserted the rubber band here. Now this is our half-inch part, so we just now need to trim its edges like this. We need to cut a little triangular part, and then we need to apply glue here, spread it, and now we just need to paste it inside this like this. So what we do, we will just tuck in these two parts like this, and we will just place it onto this half-inch part and just press it. So burnish it well. So here you can see our cube is ready. So if there is any excess part here, so you can just trim it off. Okay, so here you can see how nicely it is popping up. Okay, so in this way you can make your cube. So after matting it, I will show after some time. Now let's see how to make the card for this. So now for making the card base for that pop-up cube, we need a cardstock of size 11¼ inches by 10 inches. So this is 11¼ inches. So now let me just show you how to do scoring here. So on keeping the longer side here, we just need to score after every ½ inch till 2 inches. So here first scoring line will be at ½ inch, then 1 inch, then 1½ inches, and then 2 inches. So in this way we need to make here 4 scoring lines. Then now rotate the paper. So here again same scoring will be there: ½ inch, 1 inch, 1½ inches, and 2 inches. So this is how we need to do scoring on our longer side. Now keeping the shorter side here, this is 10 inches side. Now here we need to score at, again we need to make 4 scoring line here, but here we need to make first scoring line at 2½ inches, then 3 inches, and then 6¼ So this is 6 and this is 6¼ inches, or we can say 6¼ inches, and the next scoring line will be at 6¾ inches here. So in this way our scoring should be on the shorter side. So after scoring, we now need to cut the corners here. So let me just show you what all corners we need to cut. So this is our first scoring line, and this is our second scoring line on the shorter side. So we just need to cut it till the 4th scoring line here. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and just cut it. So in the same way you just need to cut all other corners as well, and let me just show you after cutting this. So here you will just cut it, and here. So this much part you need to cut it off. This is half-inch part and rest is this. So in the same way you just need to cut all other parts as well, and let me just show you after cutting this. So this is how our paper will look like after cutting all the 4 corners. Now the next process is to burnish it well. First fold it along all the scored lines and then burnish it with the help of your bone folder. So we have done with our burnishing. Now here you can see this part we just need to fold it like this, and we need to make a tube like a structure here. You can see by just folding it like this, and we just need to paste it. Here we need to apply glue, and we just need to paste it onto the base like this. So we need to repeat the same process here as well. So in this way we will get something like this. So let me just show you after pasting this. So here you can see I have pasted this. So once you apply glue and paste it onto the base, make sure to burnish it well from the inside, something like this, so that it can stick properly. So after this is also done. Now our card will go like this. So it will go like this, and this will close like this. So in this way you will get here card for our pop-up cube. So if you want, you can also round its corner by using your corner rounder, or by using coin also you can make rounds like this, or by using directly scissors you can just make round like this if you want. So this is how our cards look like. So let me just show you after putting cubes inside. So this is our cube which we have made. So just squeeze it inside like this, and see how perfectly it is coming here like this. Another one, we will just put it like this. We'll close it like this and like this. So here also you can put magnets here for closing purpose, or also you can tie it with the ribbon. Okay, so here I have kept half-inch gusset because I have put only 2 cubes inside, but if you want to put more cubes inside, then you just need to increase this width. Okay, so let me just show you after opening it. So here you can see our cubes pop out. Okay, so let me just show you after matting it with the pattern paper. I've just matted this card with the pattern paper. So here I have used the DressMyCraft pattern paper to mat it. So this way I've just matted it. Just have a look, and the cubes here, just have a look. So now let me just put it inside. So I will just put it like this, and we'll close it like this. So in this way our card completes here. Now for closing purpose I'm just going to use a ribbon here. So let me just close it. So for the closing purpose you can use magnetic closer as well, velcro as well. So whatever you want you can just use it. Here I have just used the ribbon closer here, and for further embellishment I'm just going to use this motif. This is also from the DressMyCraft. So here I will just paste it like this, and this sentiment here, forever and always. So I'm just going to put it here like this. So this way our card, pop-up cube card, completes here. So see, once I open it, you can see our cubes will pop up like this. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the process of making this cube. It is super easy to follow, so just try it once, and if you find any difficulty, then please do let me know in the comment section. I would love to help you. And yeah, if you like my video, then please like and share with your friends. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next tutorial. Till then, stay creative. Bye bye.